Did they give you any explanation on the continuation, the floater you hit?
No.
Is that, I mean, Steve got ejected after the goaltend, but do you feel like that was the call that kind of sparked y'all's outrage?
It was both like back-to-back calls because obviously the continuation thing's been a story since Brooklyn. Where I had three kind of either way. Kawhi had one in the first half. The way mine went, when it goes in, usually refs, if it's a 50-50 call either way and you let it go to where the basket goes, then you just play on and whatever. I've never seen it where it's a delayed call. Oh, then it was a foul. Oh, no basket. And then literally the next possession, clear goaltend. Seeing the replay. It's hard to miss both of those. And, momentum swinging, situation like that. Coach did the right thing. We responded the right way, gave ourselves a chance to win. But on the road, that's a tough moment.
But with the foul out, I guess how much do you look back, I guess, on that reach in and regret it?
Yeah, it was a tough bounce on the rebound. Thought I could get my hand on the ball when Chris Dunn got it. That was a right call. And then what's funny is the one that after the goaltend, we were all like kind of in disbelief. That's the one I wanted back. Chris Dunn didn't know what to do when he picked the ball up, then turned around. I just swiped at it because everybody was kind of lost. That's the one I wanted back. Yeah, it was tough. Foreign territory for sure. So the good news is I probably won't foul out the rest of my career. Considering the, yeah, there we go.
As a shooter, Steph, when you're kind of not shooting well and things aren't going away, how do you maintain composure, to kind of get yourself back into the game late?
You kind of draw on a lot of experiences, reps of that happening where you're just off by some tough bounces. Everything feels good. You got to have positive self-talk and just stay mentally in the game knowing that it'll come back around. So those last two were big to kind of help us get into it, but I never lose confidence. You might be surprised at the conversation I'm having in my head, just trying to stay locked in and understand that there's another opportunity coming.
What did Guy give that closing group tonight in the fourth quarter?
Plus 13, that says it all right there. And that was a couple swings in there too, where the energy he plays with comes in, gets us an offensive rebound, hits the big three in the corner. And really it's just he just knows kind of where to be, and no matter who he's out there with, he figures out how to get you an extra possession here or there, where to space, getting off of it. So it's kind of funny as a guy who didn't play 3 quarters and then comes in and stays ready to
go. Steph, so your resume, obviously being a global figure like you are, you credit a lot of your career to your faith. Can you kind of talk about your success and what you have accomplished, and to the people that actually believe what you believe and like how far it's gotten you? Talk about how important that has been your foundation through your life.
Yeah, it is the core of you figuring out. I know I put a lot of work into this, but the success is beyond my wildest imagination, and it's because I'm on this platform to shine a light and to understand, when people come watch me play, hopefully I represent something more than just, a basketball player. And, the many people in my life who've kind of, influenced the things that I've been able to do. But I'm trying to fulfill my purpose and, stay grateful the entire way because I've been blessed.
Hey, Steph, Draymond has always played defensively at a high level, but what has he given the group defensively compared to earlier in his career?
I mean, I know we're physically it looks a little different, but the same impact defensively, guarding 5 guys, talking, communicating, making those extra effort plays. Even when he's kind of out of position, he seems to always, be in the right spot. It's kind of uncanny what he does. And there's a reason he can be as versatile as he is because he has just a high IQ. That's the thing that's the most consistent, no matter if it looks a little different compared to earlier in his career.
Steph, right here in front of you. Want to ask you about Snoop. I know that the both of you spoke where he interviewed you before the game, and I know you guys have known each other for a long time. But this time, of course, he was commentating your game. How was it for you to see him in that role?
It was a great addition. I got to see him last summer in Paris. He came over. He rode the train with us from where we were staying downtown Paris to where the basketball arena was, and he was talking trash, having a good time on the train there. I got to be a part of refurbishing one of the community centers and the gyms that he grew up in down in Long Beach. So, like you said, known him for a long time. He can find his way anywhere in any environment, and it caught me off guard at the beginning because he gave me 3 really straightforward basketball questions of the schedule, our early season. I was expecting some more, and then I heard he got to it on the broadcast. So it was cool to see all the different versions of Snoop tonight.
Go ahead. Steph, right here. Steph, talk about growing up with your father being an NBA player, how that greatness has come up on you. And then when you get hot, what is the thing that, causes you to be so great in those clutch moments?
Just being around basketball. As an NBA son, me and my brother in we were probably the annoying kids running around the locker room, in everybody's space, just soaking up as much knowledge and, kind of basketball savviness, being around, professionals like that for as long as we were. I have a lot of core memories growing up, being around Muggsy, Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, Kendall Gill, guys who my dad played with that kind of defined basketball for me at that time, and was able to kind of take that and run with it just in terms of the love of the game. So that's what you see come out when I'm playing. Still, I can go back and tap into those childhood experiences and just being comfortable around these environments.
Steph, it's amazing to hear about pros talk about how you changed the game of basketball, but how does it feel for you to know that you changed the game of basketball forever?
I recognize that, but haven't really let that sink in until I'm done playing. It's just an idea of, I know the game has changed. I know I've had a lot to do with it, but while you're still out there, you still feel like you can do more. So I'm trying to channel that energy as long as I can. But like I said, it's gratitude that people talk about it the way they do. Like I said, I'm blessed to still be able to do this at a high level.
Hey, Steph. Both Draymond and Jimmy both said tonight that they feel like the tide's starting to turn, like things are starting to turn around this season. Do you feel that too? Yeah,
we just got to continue to rack up wins. I think our process has been really good on both ends of the floor. It's showing up in some of what the coaches talk about and all those advanced analytic stats and net ratings and all that in terms of offensive, defensive execution. So and the vibe is good. Tough losses like this in Toronto a couple of games ago are tough pills to swallow, but we're doing things the right way. We're coming with the right approach. Just got to rack up some more wins to climb these standings and give ourselves a chance to get out of this play-in situation.
Hey, Steph. I know you appreciate the coach backing you up in But in that situation, is there a part of you where it's like, come on, now's not the time for that, where because it turned out to be pivotal?
To be honest, I was gonna do that until I saw him. That's why I fouled Chris Dunn, because I was watching Coach go crazy, and I was appreciative of that, because 2 crazy calls in a row that you feel like can dictate the momentum of the game. Doesn't mean a win or a loss. It just dictates the momentum. So, no, I love that fired up Steve for sure. Somebody had to do it tonight.